Hey guys, my name is Steph. I was meant to go live. This is not live. I have another channel with more subscribers, so I could go live over there, but it doesn't seem like this is the best fit. So this conversation is about why it makes sense for introverts to go live, even if you're scared. And the only reason why this isn't live is because I'm on my smaller YouTube channel, which only has 32 subscribers. And apparently you need 50. You need 50 subscribers to go live on YouTube. So that's good to know. Before I started this, and I'm in my church parking lot, I have notes here. It's Sunday, and I just felt really inspired to share this message. So my name is Steph. I work in social media. I work for brands, helping them with their social channels, helping them with their brand, building authority, connecting with their community, that kind of thing. And I also work with people as a coach related to podcast guesting, niche podcast guesting to amplify your authority, increase your visibility. But I'm also an introvert. And even though I have 2 podcasts and that sort of thing, I'm also a survivor. And with things happening in my life, I've thought, live just doesn't make sense. It did not feel safe, and I just didn't want to do it. But here's the thing, in this world right now of AI, you've probably seen this in the comments when you've watched an interesting video or something that's kind of out there or weird with an animal, a celebrity, a baby, whatever. Even if it really happened, people are like, AI. In the comments, they're all skeptical. And so the way that we can really leverage who we are and our humanity is by going live, because right now, this is something AI can't do. Can't emote, can't respond to questions and comments and do all of this live. And maybe that'll change. But you have the ability to express yourself, be genuine, flub up, make mistakes, look imperfect, react spontaneously. And all of that is what builds trust with people. If they can type a question and you can answer right away, that's huge. And if it sounds scary, I get that. Sorry, I have notes here, and I'm trying to get through these notes. Here we go. The thing is, you're like, okay, but I couldn't put my face on camera. I don't want to do that. I'm a true introvert. Here's the cool thing. So now you can go live on YouTube as long as you have 50 subscribers, but you could also do it on LinkedIn, Facebook. I think you can also do Twitter and TikTok. I think Instagram still has live. So there are multiple different places, and you probably will feel more comfortable with one of those over the others. And the other one that I really want to point out is Substack. So if you're an introvert, especially if you're a writer, you probably are very well of Substack as a platform. It's a really fun newsletter, personal journal type platform where you can kind of build an audience, and it's very, very supportive. And Substack has audio, so you could go live via audio and start talking about your area of expertise, and you have total control. So you want to pick a topic that you know very, very well. What could you talk about for 10 to 15 minutes? And in that time, feel like you can think on your feet if somebody asks you a question, or get an outline. Again, I've got multiple pages here that I wrote from my church parking lot. And then you are the one who sets the terms. You're the one who decides what it's about, what the talking points are. And even if people ask you questions, you definitely can say, you know what, I don't know the answer to that one. That's a great topic for my next video, audio, article, whatever you're going to write. And so the other thing that I wanted to mention is, if you have an interest in getting yourself onto some niche podcasts that are already, being listened to by your core audience, the audience you want to reach, when you do this sort of thing and go live, you're showing those podcast hosts that you can think on your feet, that you're articulate, that you know your stuff. And the other thing is, when podcast hosts are looking for guests, they often will look on Substack and other platforms to see who's talking about a specific topic, and are they able to do all the things I just said: Can they converse? Can they think on their feet? Are they expressive? And again, it doesn't have to be video. It can be audio, and you can even do, if you wanted to do this on YouTube or another platform, you can use slides so that your face isn't even showing, but your voice is there, your personality comes across, and then you're just showing maybe a couple of slides with your talking points or a captivating image that's relevant or a quote or whatever. And that is just a way to cheat being on camera if you're not excited about being on camera. I don't love it either. I just happen to be church ready and kind of camera ready. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do this from my car. So I would say the key to that is scheduling a topic that you feel is relevant to whatever it is you're selling, your service, whatever the thing is that you want to talk about. Make that your main goal, is to have that topic, and kind of know it inside and out. Feel free to have notes. That's totally okay. And then, let's see. I'm flipping through these because the other thing that I wanted to mention is, even though it's scary, you do have control. So, you get to decide what the topic is about. You also get to decide when you end. Like right now, if I started having a panic attack, I could say, you know what? Sorry guys, I gotta go. I'll see you on the next one. And you can say, oh, the doorbell rang, or like whatever. And sometimes tech stuff just happens. We don't plan on it. So it could even be that, your live stream got interrupted by whatever, and you can't, you can't see the notes, or you can't see the comments, or, something's going on. So you can always end it, and that's fine. And then just explain in the next time you go live, and guess what? That makes you more human. So people will love that, because again, that's building trust, and you're not AI, you're just a human, and everybody can relate to that. The other thing that I want to talk about is, when you do this, here's the bigger point, which is super cool. You're building authority by creating longer form content like video, which Google picks up, the AI search picks up. So when people type in, who knows about XYZ, yada, yada, your name might come up with the video topic that you were covering, or the audio topic you were covering. So that builds like an evergreen SEO. It strengthens your name associated with the thing that you're in authority on, which is really cool. And because it's out there, people are going to be attracted to your content. When they're searching, your content's going to come up. That's awesome. And I already said, podcast hosts are looking for proof. So they want to see that you can do this. When they find you, they're way more likely to reach out to you. But also, when you pitch them, you can send a link to the thing where you talked about your area of expertise. And then the other thing is, because you made one thing, one piece of content, that content can be repurposed and broken down into 10 plus pieces of content. So you can take a video like this, and this is going to be my case study, this video right now, and I'm going to repurpose it, and I will document what came out of it and how well. There's one tool that I'm testing that if it works, I will share it with you, but I'm hopeful that it will work. So you can take this long piece of content and you can use it, break it up. You can make it into an article for Substack, LinkedIn, wherever, or your blog. You can break it down into small snippets for, YouTube shorts, reels on Instagram or Facebook. You can use it on TikTok, on LinkedIn, all of that. And you can have captions created that go along with it. Again, there are tools that do this. So you've got the core piece, and then it breaks it down into these smaller pieces that it mushrooms out into and can be sprinkled across the other platforms where you want to show up. And that's really cool. It's very, very time efficient. I mean, literally, it could be the click of a button and completed in under 5 minutes. And then, then after that, it just gets scheduled into all the different places where you need it to go. And the more you can come up with content consistently and show up consistently in whatever way, whether it's your voice, your words, images, etc., then you're getting in front of people, and that's how you grow your authority. That's how you grow your audience. That's how you grow your income, depending on what you're selling or doing or offering. And it's a beautiful thing. Okay, so what did I forget here? So then I guess my next thought is, if this resonates with you and it sounds like something you want to consider doing, you can leave in the comments, what are the topics, what's the topic, or more than one if you have more than one, that you would be able to talk about on the fly? I'm really curious to know that. And if you think you know which platform you'd feel most comfortable on, I would also like to know that. And I can talk about those platforms in my next videos. That's why I'm asking that question. So we're going into the holidays, we're going into the new year, and some of us achieved more than we wanted to this year, some of us didn't. So as you go into the new year, maybe this is something you can put in your back pocket, or you can try right now and say, I'm going to challenge myself to be more visible in the year ahead. And again, that doesn't mean your face. When I say visible, it means your name associated with the thing that you're trying to put out there, whether it's coaching, writing, photography, maybe you sell stickers or coloring books, or maybe you want to create a course. Again, this content that you're talking about could be repurposed and put into a small course or a large course that you could sell later. So you could just keep talking about that thing that you're an expert on. So yeah, I would love to see that in the notes. And I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me in this lovely church parking lot. It doesn't look like a church, but it is. And next time, hopefully I'll have more people subscribe to me, and I will be able to actually go live, because I want to challenge myself to go live too. So anyway, when I have a Substack link for you, I will put that in here as well, but go ahead, check the description for any resources and free resources. And thanks again for being here with me. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.